Across Europe, African diaspora communities are building businesses, investing across borders, and creating new institutions that connect opportunity between continents. One of the people at the center of that work is Joy Zenz, founder of African Women in Europe as well as African Women in Trade. What began as a network to connect African women has grown into a platform spanning leadership, enterprise, trade, and investment that brings together women from across Europe while strengthening links with the African continent. At the African Women in Europe UK gathering in Rotherham, African Voices platform sat down and listened to Joy as she explored the vision behind the movement, why financial confidence matters, and how African women are building not just networks, but institutions. My name is Chiwe Chihana, and this is African Voices Platform.
We have very good outcome. I've lived in Germany over 23 years now. I always started just my need, and I realized we are so many of us out there who want to meet. I need to know what jobs can I do, where can I grow, which areas, and that's how I got to create the Africa Women in Europe. It was a website we created. Members join in, it's free of charge. If you haven't joined, it's free of charge for you to come in, meet members there, and see where we have categorized ourselves in groups in terms of countries, because every country has different needs. Because what I did realize in UK, I didn't have the issues that I had in Germany. So, and Netherlands will be different. We have issues of language. You don't have issues here for languages, which is a big thing, culture. So the Africa Women in Europe was founded in that way. So I wanted to put that very quickly, but if you get the book there, all our members, long-term members, you have to stand up. Omaseki, you've been with us for a long time.
10 years.
And we call her the mom on the run. In that book, you'll see our photo there. She has a story there. Marvelous. And I don't think you'll finish that book without crying. No, you will not. Because you just hear stories, how people came here in different countries. Also teenagers, it's not only mothers, men as well are in there. So I really encourage you to get that book, because we don't want, the whole idea was an anniversary for 10th. We decided to leave a legacy. How can we do that at the 10th anniversary of our way? So during the anniversary, there was another need. Now we know who we are, we know what we can do. We don't belong here, we belong to Africa. So I was given a plan for, actually it was up to 2028, to find out a solution. What can we do in Africa as Africa Women in Europe? In 2021, we founded Africa Women in Trade, what you see here in front. So Africa Women in Trade, could you go next? There, you'll see the women when we celebrated the 10th anniversary. If you manage to go to the next, with the arrows. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. That was the anniversary for 10th anniversary. That was in Amsterdam. We traveled a lot, so many countries. And from these, we created a vision for the 2028 year. We're still good, we're still 2026, and we managed in 2021 to form Africa Women in Trade next. So, what is Africa Women in Trade? It says it's all, right? So I have a model of Africa Women in Europe, I have Africa Women in Trade. So when we started with AfCFTA, Africa Continental Free Trade Area, it was just starting there. So it was the best vehicle to navigate the whole country, because I don't know all the countries, I only know Kenya. So I have, to be honest, by that time I had not even gone to Uganda or even anywhere, only Kenya, and I'm talking Africa all the time. But I've never been anywhere, but right now I've gone at least 6. Yeah, my target is to go everywhere. So the whole idea, we wanted to see what can we help them with this AfCFTA. So it was during COVID time, so everybody was online. So we managed to connect with all the women online, and they were able to really connect with us, because I think Africa were very advanced in technology. So WhatsApp is our main communication area. And I'm talking, we have very old women there. Everybody know how to connect with WhatsApp. And then our vision, as you can see there, to create a connection to enable African women and youth to trade locally, regional, continental, and global markets. Intertrade is just selling from Kenya to Uganda. I'll just say where I am so that you understand. The closed border is quite huge. It's quite a lot of market because everybody produces food to sell in Europe. Europe is very small. So we are changing their mindset to tell them, feed yourself first before you go sell to others. But the idea, of course, they want to sell it to Germany because they hear I'm from Germany, so they want to sell it to Europe and all that. Say, yes, let's see, what do you have? And then we show them, you know what, the market, you're not even exhausted your market. Why don't you sell to that one and that one? So that's where the creation of the 3 pillars, next, you see the pillars. We came up with 4 pillars. The 4 pillars are very important for us. Information sharing. Every one of you here has an information of something that is happening wherever you are, here in Sheffield, right? But you know where to take it. If somebody come and tell you, you need to take it to a French country, I want to choose one, which one? You have no idea where to start, right? People propose to you ideas, your friends, the British friends, they propose to you things. And sometimes you don't know where to take those information. So you just go like, okay, this sounds so big, I don't even know where to start. You don't share it. So what we do now, we put that information on our platform and we share next. And then we have market access, which is one that the most important for us. We have to go out because what we realize, most of the people in Africa, they produce product and they tell you, go sell for me this, go sell it. Tell them about when you're producing it, who are you targeting? I mean, who wakes up at night, makes something, produce it, package it, beautiful product. It was being presented over the video by the women during COVID time. And you say, well, where were you selling this? Who told you to make this? And so we have to change their mindset and no, wait first. I know you have this, we connect them with their own members. And we went to the market now, the ones they want, because they want Europe, right? We go to the market and take what the market wants. And completely different from what they have. And so there is an issue here in between. So we created market access to go out. We went to so many events, you'll see that later. And then finance, that's what we have Madame there, who was there today, sharing with you about investment. We partner with a lot of companies as well that are able, AfCFTA Bank, information, all those things. And we are going to also come up with our own model there because we recently realized the money that they are offering to the women there is so much and the woman just wants so little. And women don't take high risk. I don't know if women will take high risk here. No, we only chew what we can swallow. Anything more, no. So they don't take the money. And some of them don't even have bank account to be eligible to some of this big money. And you don't want to put your family at a risk. So African women would never take high risk in that sense. So we have also worked with partners who can give them small money, so that's why we work together. And the last one, capacity building, is we work with women, with organizations, because we are not experts of these areas. As you have heard, you have come in Europe, we were curious, we are learning by doing, and also learning from the institution. We also take these trainings from the institution like She Trade and quite a lot. So we share all this information because the trainings are free. So they don't know where it is, but we share with them on a daily basis. So those are the 4 main pillars. Next. And I think the rest is really roller coaster. The next. I just want to share with you what we have done so far. Our target areas, just back a little bit. Our target area right now is agribusiness, but we're not limited. But agribusiness also connect all these areas in the technology, that is solutions, IT solutions. We have youth as well, a lot of youth there, and construction as well, and finance. So, and export is a very important one as well. So we partner with quite a lot of institutions in this area. Next. So, next. I'll leave you guys to read this because they're all on our website. But I want to give you more visual stuff, what we have done. So you see this coffee down here, down there with a hat. It's called Eva Coffee. This Eva Coffee was sent to me during COVID to my house in Germany. smelling nice, roasted, all the way. I couldn't believe it took so long, but it arrived because of the COVID. But it was also, it was really, I couldn't believe it, because the whole idea is that we want to help the women to add value to the products instead of raw material. So they sell green coffee, but we want them to bring roasted coffee. If you can bring flowers every day in Amsterdam, then you can bring roasted coffee, right? And it's fresh. So we prove it right, and you can see there our logo there as well, AfriTrade, the woman branded, everything was done in Kenya. The branding, everything. So that means it's possible. The other one is Nigeria on the right, Master Tea. All these are the people who are showing products. They're already done. I have done nothing here, right? Nothing. Just telling them, send it to me. So you see Nigeria coffee, they're high quality value. This one even has all the licenses. And I think they're here in UK as well. She managed to get here as well. But she's actually, the owner is a diaspora. Next. You also have women manufacturers. Those are, if you know what is that, is a cup for menstruation. They manufacture it in South Africa and distribute it as well. And then you have this particular buttercup. It's an innovation. A young lady we met. We even met her in Germany showcasing her product. And I even had to wear her clothes to help her market, because in Germany, how are you going to talk with German with these people? How does it make sense? So I had said she got a market almost 560 supermarket. One customer who passed there, which I got to know the company, she wouldn't have known. And I got to talk to her, and I managed, but I was doing my own thing in the expo. But I told her, you are here, but why are you not selling there? The buyers are coming, stay here. She was scared, I don't know what to do. It's first time in Germany, You meet a lot of women like this, even in expo here next. And these are also diaspora projects. I don't think they're here in UK, but in Europe, we do project where 20 women started a business and the government helped them half the price. So you meet each other in the middle. Like Kikuyu in me, I got one cow, a pregnant cow, and it gave birth, so I got 2. And then I got another pregnant cow, so I got 4. By the time we had 10 cows in the house. So it was a model that is still working until today. Yeah, you can choose whichever product. So the government said the diaspora spend a lot of money back home. How can we meet in the middle? Because you also sell it, but you don't see the production. Have a look at it. It's called Vidu. If you know anyone in around Europe, most of the countries are there. Something is missing. Yes. Yeah, I need to introduce next Milka is your mom is. So I don't do this alone. Milka is very, very core person in this. I do the talking, but she does the heavy lifting. One-to-one meeting with everyone. Getting to know, after I've gone, call the people, go the connection, like you can't do everything in business. You have to look what you don't have. And Milka is my partner, and she has done also fish here from A to Z, from the river, catfish, all the way to the shop. I'm telling you, I even helped her sell the fish. I told me I'm not carrying this fish, they're smelling in my car. I remember we came to Germany to look for markets. And it had all the certifications. So she has walked the talk, so she knows when she talks to the women exactly what they will face, especially they're coming to Europe. So Milka is very core person in the company. Is actually a company now. She's also executive director. So these are the partners we work with. You might not know them because unless you're very close with trade. Next. And these are the events we've been going. You see us. We even went to host Coffee and Chocolate Trade Week in Kenya at Glee Hotel. We only arrived there with everybody else. But we organized everything with our partner in Mozambique, actually. And what we did is that we helped, she was a member, we have country representative, you'll see. So she's been trying to do a lot of these projects over and over, and we're there as partners. And we said, okay, let's get this done. So we joined on board, helped them out, hosted the whole event in Cape Town, and that's actually a Minister of Agriculture there, as it was such a beautiful event that happened in 2024. Next. This is also our member. Unfortunately, I'm talking Kenya, but we also have other people. She's producing leather bags. One of my bags I always carry, it's not here. She's selling and finished product from the cow. She lives next to a slaughterhouse. So she refined the whole leather thing all the way. That is carried to her shop, up to the shop. And you can design. Actually, I make photo and tell her this is the way I want it. She makes for me. Yeah, you just call her, make photos. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I cannot even explain. I do have some I didn't carry today, I normally do. So that's one. And then next. So this event is something that we go every other year. Yeah, every other year. So we were in Algeria for 7 days, intra-Africa trade fair. That's why you meet most of the people, traders, buyer, everything to do with Africa if you want to learn about trade. That's the event to go. Next time is in Nigeria. If you're interested, follow them. Next. Oh yeah, that was the most important one. What is there for you now? Right? I've talked too much. But what is there for you right now? So if you are in agribusiness in Africa, or interested in Africa, in this sector, especially for trade, we would love to connect with you, right? And how to do it, join our website. If you'd like to support Africa products in finding markets, you're experts you're also welcome, right? That means the market in your area. If you are expert at training, some of you are expert in some maybe policy making, there's so many things in trade that you can support in that. And also in investment and finance. Our women need a lot of help in that area, so feel free to reach out to us. We'll soon be looking at more investment model where we can also help. This is very new, that just discussed fresh right now with our investment team here, but we have to work on it, how you can also invest in our idea so that we can give small loans to the women to be able to produce the products we are selling out, because they have issues of reaching the volumes. So if you ask them like a container of baskets or something, they need to get the raw material somewhere and make it, find people for labor and things like that before it's produced. So finance is a big issue, and especially when it comes to even any trade in between the country. So if you know of trade fairs, expos, especially here in Sheffield, or I encourage you to go there. Go. Actually, some of them are free. Be curious, what is there? And then if you need our guidance or even help us to give us ideas, we are going to connect with you and we can see how we can work together. And last but not least, if you're curious to learn more, you're welcome to join us at the Trade Expositions we do in Africa. So keep watching us next. And I think the next one now is how to contact us. The last one, how to contact us, is very simple. africawomenintrade.com. But this is our baby for Africa Women in Europe. So we are now moving to that. That's why you see I'm not very active with the countries, because I've handed over to the country representatives. That's where I'm spending most of my energy, really building this platform so that it can be functional. So it's already 4 years and we're moving forward. So please check on that. And I also want you go one step back. I want to welcome you all as well to other events that we are hosting here in Europe. UK, you're done. Denmark is next, Germany, and then Switzerland if you feel like going to the snow and enjoy wellness or skiing. That will be your opportunity. So I'm also marketing for them as we're going on. Sometimes you will be very interested to know what else we do out there. So we'll be sharing this as well. It's all of that on our website as well, which is africawomenineurope.eu. So I'll hand over to...
Thank you for watching. This conversation was recorded during the Africa Women in Europe UK chapter gathering held in Rotherham on the 4th of July 2026. Women from across the UK came together to explore investment, leadership, legal awareness, and long-term financial security. If you value thoughtful conversations that explore Africa and its global diaspora with depth, context, and perspective, subscribe to African Voices platform and join our growing community. I'm Chua Chihana. Until our next conversation, thank you for being with us.